All right, hello everyone, and welcome back once again to TCR Trinity Competitive Racing. We are back here with season 11, and tonight it's going to be round 2 for the top tier of this league. It's the Platinum class on track here at the circuit Paul Ricard in Le Castellet, France. Welcome everyone. I hope you're going to enjoy this one because the silver and golden class races here on Tuesday and Wednesday were absolutely incredible. So I'm not expecting any less from our platinum class here tonight. So welcome once again. In the booth with you guys tonight is myself, Blend Machine, and joining me for another round. This is becoming pretty much a usual thing now. It's Condo J Loft, or better known as Connor. How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm super excited. You know, look at the weather. It's super wet. We've got a nice little mix of drivers out there on some intermediates and some wet tires, trying to feel it out right now. We've got Bats Plus in here, setting some quick times already right off the bat. He had a crazy race last night. We'll tell you more about it a little bit later, but he is reserving here tonight after getting a P5 as a reserve driver last week. So let's see what he can do. But other than that, like we mentioned last week, there's just such a huge lineup of amazing drivers here. But this track, and this is what I want to talk to you about, Connor, this track is very tricky. Tell us more about that and why that is.
It's just well, basically in the dry, the reason is because the tires just don't last very long on this track. It's a very tire-eating track, I would say, out of a lot of the circuits that you go to. It just grains them so much, but with the added bonus of the wet, how wet it is, it just makes the track that much greasier because of the track surface. It's just one of those unique kind of, you love it, but you don't at the same time. But if you can connect it up on this track, you can absolutely just set some times. It is a fun track, but it's also a tricky track, as Secret loses it.
Yeah, and look at that on the times right now. Mebby is leading right now with a 143.2 with still 12 minutes to go in qualifying. He's on the wet. And then we've got Tasmanian and Stanley on inters. Sequid on the wet. Joshua and inters. FYKV on wet. Look at this mix. This is going to be absolutely incredible to see what sort of drivers, what sort of tires, the drivers are going to elect to be going on. But I'm expecting the drivers to do a couple of laps probably on these tires. Especially, you know, to get them up to temperature and to work out that racing line. Ooh, Chatty Duck has just retired. Did he crash out? What happened to him? I'm gonna...
Inside wall going through, I think it's long right-hander just after long back straight. He hit the inside wall, so he must have spun off of the curb on the outside, and yeah, it just cost him. If you go on board Blacklaw, it might show it. Yeah, Black Claw just showing on the inside, on the right-hand side of him. Wow.
Alright, so already some action early here in qualifying, and I just want to mention something really exciting. For the first time, what I think is probably for the first time on TCR Racing, we are streaming in 1080p directly from a PlayStation 5. So that is super exciting. I'm not sure if this is the first time that TCR is doing it. At least it's the first time for me. We're trying it out. We're seeing how that's going to work. I'm really hoping you guys are getting better quality of graphics coming through on the stream. Leave us some likes if you are. Leave us some comments. Let us know how you guys are liking the stream tonight. If you need me to adjust any, microphone levels or anything else like that, I would really like to hear that. But also, let us know what you think about this Platinum class and this racing here today and this weather. I'm not sure if that's going to stick around for the race, but for qualifying at least, it's really going to spice things up here. And Tasmanian Devil has just jumped himself up to the top there with a 142.276 on the intermediate tire after doing 2 laps. Joshua on a 142.6, also on the intermediate. Stanley just beat Joshua by a tiny little bit there, 142.3, and Tasmanian Devil improving to a 141.0. Wow. So these times are improving very quickly. Do you think the weather is improving, or the drivers just getting used to it?
Well, there's becoming a dry line, right? When so many cars are out on track for a longer period of time, like it would be when it's wet conditions, the tires will hold up. You're not really having to worry about really starting on those tires, right? So you can just push them. And with that dry line forming, the intermediate tires are starting to come into the zone where it's perfectly wet enough for them, but they're in an optimal, because they've got that line where they can really push the track limits, basically. So now you're starting to see the lap times, and they will continue to fall as more of these guys switch over, because Mebe did most of his times on the wets, and he'll come out on the inters. Secret still to come out. Bamboo, lots of guys. So these times are going to drop, but what a time it was from Taz.
All right, and watching now as Sequid is about to complete his outlap here, also on an intermediate tire. So it looks like intermediates are sort of the way to go at this point in time. They seem to be delivering some really quick times around here. But just as we're watching here with Sequid, I guess let's go for a walk around this track. So I really would say this track starts with the last corner, because you got to get the best possible exit out of there. No wheel spin, no nothing for Sequid. He's going to be running into turn 1, which is a very, very quick left-hander, getting you right into there, into a slower right-hander, really nice and wavy through there, using all of the curb on the outside of the track there. Again, we're allowing the regular track limits as he runs into turn 4 and 5. Doing a nice job through there as well, really sticking it to the apex, and then cutting as much as he's allowed to there through that first sector. He is 7/10 up on his time and purple, so absolutely beautiful performance through there for Sequid. And now onto the Mistral Straight, the first part of it here, before we come into the chicane of turns 8 and 9, slamming on the brakes, cutting the little bit of a curb there, getting a nice little run through 9 and onto the exit there. And now he's going to be running into what are probably the most technical couple of corners around here. He's 1.2 seconds up on his best time and purple through sector 2 as well. Sequid now coming in through 10 and now into 11. These are so long. They just absolutely, you don't even see the apex when you're aiming for it, and then you gotta absolutely hit it there. Now coming into 12 and 13 and 14 are coming up very, very quickly here. So far it's looking very, very good for Sequid as he runs into turn 15 now, getting very good rotation on the car, and he is going to not open up any DRS because we are in the wet conditions, but he's going to use everything that McLaren has, and he's going to go to pole position with a 140.871. What a lap there for Sequid. I really enjoyed being on board with him to watch that one.
Absolutely, that was phenomenal. Absolutely. What a lap. And you know what? I want to see what Taz can do now, because he's going to put on another fresh set, and he set his best lap on the 3rd lap, I believe, of those inters. So Sequid going even faster in the first sector again. So this track is really starting to get a dry line, and these intermediates are really starting to push now. Not sure what the top 3 will be, but definitely going to be interesting, Glenn.
Yeah, I'm not going to call anything just yet because we still got 5.5 minutes to go in qualifying. As you said, the racing line, or a dry racing line, seems to be opening up. Not all of the drivers are using it exactly the same, but I'll tell you what, Stanley is getting ready for a run here in just a second. He is about to finish out his outlap. Everybody now switched over to the intermediate tires, so even though the rain is quite hard out there, it looks like because of that dry racing line that's really nice and formed out there, it looks like the intermediates are delivering the pace that the drivers are looking for. Now, let's talk about the standings so far and how things are turning out. Tasmania Devil, obviously, in round 1, really dominating performance, really ran away with it, but there was a couple of people there that were really chasing him down and not giving him an easy time, like Vapor Assassin, currently sitting in 19th place in this qualifying. Probably didn't have a good run, maybe he spun out somewhere. He's still got enough time to go out there again. But Connor, what do you think about the new drivers in Platinum class so far?
Week 1 was absolutely phenomenal. We had battles from basically P1 to P20. It was fulfilling. It exceeded my expectations, especially for some of the guys coming up from other divisions like playing Yippo coming up from gold, and some of the guys coming up from silver, and a silver driver reserving, doing very good. Everyone, and the new guys, brilliant from them. We had Mebe and Vapor Assassin and a few other guys that were just really good. So all in all, I'm excited for this season because there's so much talent this season, and I'm just happy to be able to broadcast it.
Absolutely, and great to have you along again for another week. We've now done, 3 in a row, because we've done the preseason together,
Yep.
and then now we've done the 2 rounds here, or, about to do the second round here. So it's getting to be a usual thing. I'm enjoying it. It seems to be like the viewers are enjoying it as well. Good little moment for us to mention our affiliate sponsor, Fanatec. If you guys are looking to maybe switch over from a controller over to a wheel, or you're already using maybe a lower end wheel, or you're looking to upgrade a little bit, Fanatec is an amazing choice. They make some really great stuff. Check them out. Check out the link in the description to this video, and if you purchase any equipment through that link, you'll be able to really support the league and TCR in doing so. And now we've also got another new sponsor, or a new partner. Our merchandising partner is Sticky Fingers Canada, and they have provided us with a line of TCR stickers. There's a bunch of different variations of different TCR logos. You can check it out. They're only a few bucks, but again, there would be a huge help and a huge support to the league. So check out the link in the description to the TCR shop as well. And yeah, you won't regret it. They're awesome. But other than that, it's 2 minutes to go, or just over 2 minutes to go in qualifying. Stanley right now is on a lap, about to finish the second sector of his hot lap. Oh, and he's 2 seconds down on his own time through there, so not a good start. Tasmanian Devil, where is he? He's just ahead, and he is coming through the third sector here on the lap. I think all of them came out with enough time to do a couple of laps. Do you think that's the point here?
Yeah, I do believe so. I think Secret might get 1 lap, maybe 2. Mebe is definitely going to get 1 more. He just went fastest actually with a 140.3, so huge time from him, but he's probably setting up to go for maybe 1 more. I'm not too sure how much fuel they put in the car in these last runs, but it looks like Secret's also, I don't know if I'm getting a track glitch. Is he showing as his lap is valid or invalid? Because for me it says it's invalid.
I'm not sure, but Tasmanian Devil just went up to pole position with a 139.6. He's going for a second lap. He's got a little bit of traffic in front of him. Who else is out there on the lap? Maybe. Is he on the lap? No, he's invalidated. FYKV, he is definitely going on the lap. He's currently sitting in third. He is the teammate of Tasmanian Devil, so that would be a great qualifying performance from the both of them. But let's see what FYKV can do through turns 8 and 9 right now, through the little chicane on the Mistral Straight. Coming into turn 10. Oh, that is a purple sector only very briefly. It looks like Bamboo or Vapor Assassin. One of them, or I think it's Bamboo. Oh, and he went a little bit wide there. Right behind them in the dirty wake of that Red Bull. But absolutely incredible things here, back and forth here in qualifying.
Yeah, absolutely nuts. Vapor really trying to push it, I think, to get around to set a lap. I think he wants to improve. He did just spin out too. Crazy.
FYKV's just got nothing to go here, just a straight down to the line. Let's see if he's going to be able to beat Tasmanian Devil, his own teammate. Is he going to jump a position? He will jump a position up to second, so it's a Red Bull 1-2 at this moment as qualifying has just expired. Joshua just beat FYKV there, a 140.052, just beat him by 1/10 of a second. FYKV though is pushing on for another lap. Tasmanian Devil improving once again, 139.686, doing a really good job there. FYKV though, I'm really going to be watching. Is he going to be able to push here? I'm not sure if he's pushing, but he is definitely trying to get everything he's got.
Assassin just went purple through sector 1 behind him too, so he's kind of in that grass where he's getting that straight line a little bit extra speed because he's able to follow behind fight, but fastest first sector from Assassin in 10th right now.
Let's watch along here with Vapor Assassin as he's coming through turn 10 and into the rundown of turn 11 here, using all of the curbs, but it's super dangerous to use the curbs in these sort of conditions on track. So I would really, really watch out if I was him. Oh, and there you go, a tank slapper on the back. And he just lost the end of the back end of the car there. That's going to lose him a lot of time, but he's going to continue on. He doesn't seem to be really pushing anymore. He's only got the one corner to go here and then the straight down to the line. What sort of a time is he going to be able to post here? Vapor Assassin currently sitting in 11th, was purple through 1 and 2 sectors, but now coming into the line. 3rd, 4th is going to be it first, because Sequid. Yeah, go ahead, Connor.
Sorry, I just caught the end of Sequid's lap. I decided to switch over to him when Vapor had slowed down and seen that Sequid was actually catching him at quite a pace. And it definitely showed, because that last sector, he just, those last few corners, he just got so perfectly. And what a time. Sorry to shout out there, but yeah, just seeing Sequid was setting the fastest lap and was just astounded by it. It was very good, very quick.
Absolutely. Sequid, he was the runner-up in Season 10 in Platinum class in the championship standings, but now he's on pole position in round 2 here at the French Grand Prix for the Platinum class in Season 11, with Mebi in 2nd, Tasmanian Devil in 3rd, Vapor Assassin in 4th, even after that tank slapper. That was a really good time. Stanley in 5th, Joshua in 6th, FYKV in 7th, Bambuki in 8th, Go-To Guy in 9th, we've got 007 in 10th. Bats Plus as the reserve here tonight from Gold in 11th place. Flying Jippo in 12th. KGB Black Angel in 13th. Mick Marcodi in 14th. Warriors in 15th. GTR Lion in 16th. Crooner in 17th. Black Law in 18th. Random Series was 19th. And I didn't catch who was in 20th.
I believe that was it the Alpha? The one that went out, I believe it was whoever went out first. I couldn't remember.
Alright, we will check it out, but we've covered the 19 out of the 20 drivers. We just missed out the one. So, Connor, let's hear your expectations and your predictions for this race. I'm really interested because, you know, France... Yeah, exactly. France is really, really tricky. It's unpredictable. It's hard on the tires. There's 6 different strategies you can go on. You know, there could be safety cars. What do you think is going to happen here tonight? What are we going to see?
We're going to see chaos. That's the main thing, is that's what's so exciting about this track, is there will be chaos. This track is basically, like I said, it's a track eater of tires. So I would expect most people, since they'll have tire choice, either hards or mediums, really. I mean, it depends. That would be the logical choice, but I think if you're at the front, you want to get away, probably maybe start on the softs, but this track just eats everything up. But you will have a lot of tires, so you could see a 2-stop here. Definitely not anything more than that, but you could also see an early safety car, so I don't even know what I would say. Top 3 from right now, probably. I gotta go. Okay, I'll go with Secret winning the race from pole. I think he was quick there. Vapor P2, I think he's got absolutely phenomenal pace and would have been higher up if he didn't get that tank slapper. And then I'm gonna say Mebe will finish 3rd. He will finish on the podium and get, I think, his 1st or 2nd podium.
Okay, so you heard Connor's predictions there, but now let's hear the viewers' predictions. Leave them in the comments. Let us know if there's anyone in particular you're really watching out for, or somebody is maybe towards the back that might end up at the front. I always like to see a good comeback from any driver, so that would be exciting to watch here tonight as well. And again, thank you to everybody who's already joined up the stream. Leave us a like, leave some more comments, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't yet, because we do this 3 times a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, with pretty much full grids almost every single week in every single class. So come here, watch it. We've got live commentary. We've got stickers and a TCR shop that you can check out in the link in the description. We've got Fanatec link in there as well for some good gear if you're looking for some. And we've got a great lineup of drivers. Just absolutely incredible, especially in this Platinum class. There's champions, there's different class champions, there's TCR GP winners. For those who don't know, TCR GP is a special one-off that we've been doing for about 3 seasons now. There's going to be the 3rd season this time around, where we do a different qualifying format. We allow for additional points to be earned. There's a bunch of additional racing. There's sprint races. It's just a crazy event, and we've got some people in here that have won it a couple of times or have won it once. We've got golden champions. We've got some silver champions from a few seasons back. Absolutely incredible lineup. So let us know who you think is going to be on that podium. We do have a couple of people saying Sequit P1, TAS P2, and KGB P3. We've got J to them Fine GD saying Assassin for the win. So we definitely have some people already predicting some interesting things happening in tonight's race. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm on the same feeling as you. I'm so excited. This week was absolutely phenomenal with the pace and everything. Most guys are actually going with the tire strategy. I'm interested to see what Bats Plus, obviously you saw the race last night, you commentated it, so you know what happened to him. Interesting to see if he's going to go with his same strategy, because it looks like he's starting on those tires. So he could also do a one-stop, because a fresh set of softs can go probably about 8-9 laps on the hard. So I want to see what his pace will be at the start, because he'll definitely be quicker than anyone at the first few laps.
Well, we're about to find out here, because we're all back lined up and the lights are on. 3, 4, 5 lights are on. And the lights go out as we're watching from on board with Vapor Assassin for round 2 in the French Grand Prix here at the Paul Ricard in La Castellet, France for the Platinum class. And look at this Tasmanian Devil and Maybe battling through turns 1 and 2. There's a little bit of touching there. Vapor gets overtaken by FYKV on turn 2. Oh, and a little bit of a touch there on the front wing, but I don't think there was any damage as they're battling side by side through turns 4 and 5 right now, and coming into 6 in just a second here. Oh, a little bit more touching between those two. Wow, so a very close start between a lot of the drivers at the front. A few position changes, and look at all of the tire strategies. Everyone electing to go on the harder compound where possible. Did you see any incidents, Connor, towards the back, or anything else that happened?
The only thing I saw, I don't know if that was due to lag or what, but I saw Black Claw just like spinning from the start and glitching all over the place. I didn't notice Bats lost about 9 places. That's the only other thing I lost, but that's the only thing I've seen from the start, was that Bats has lost the most spots at the start, so didn't look like he lost anything on his wing, so I'm not too sure if it was lag induced or something, but definitely a glitch at the start.
Alright, the predicted pit strategy, there's going to be a once-up from the mediums to the hard tires. It's a strategy that worked very well for me in silver class race. I started P11, ended up in P5, but there were some incidents in front of me that sort of helped me out there. But look at this front running 3. They are in a nice little battle here as Mebby takes out the little yellow cone on the outside of the corner there, pretty much using the limits for as much as we can. Even though we're allowing the regular rules for tonight's race, we are watching turns 1, 3, 5, 7, and 8 for not being able to take all of your 4 wheels outside of the white line on the exit of the corner. So other than that, all the other corners, the drivers can use the curbs and pretty much treat those as the track limit, so cannot take 4 wheels outside of the curb. But look at that, the front 3 have broken away from FYKV and Vapor Assassin right behind them. Vapor started 1 position higher, but he's lost that position to FYKV right on turn 2 there, and behind him he's got a massive train of Stanley, Joshua, Bamboo, 007, and Flying Jippo all of them following very, very closely here tonight. This is a very nice start. Overall, very clean though. We haven't seen any major contact, any major incidents or anything else like that. Nobody's come into the pits yet. We're about to complete lap 2 and we will have DRS on the next lap. I am excited to see. It looks like this is going to be a technical strategy race. Do you think that's a fair assumption?
I agree. DRS will play a major factor into this. Especially if you can stay within that 1 second sequence, really trying to push to get outside of it, but Taz is kind of just staying there. Luckily, Sequence not had to use a lot of ERS to start with, but he might want to start using it to get away from him because this DRS is just so strong and powerful here. It really changes everything in the dynamic of it other than the tire compounds that you start with.
We've got another prediction coming in, or a couple more predictions coming in the chat. Kersey, a previous champion in Season 10 in Platinum class, who's not racing here tonight, is saying Chatty is going to be P1. So let's see if Chatty can possibly recover to that, but he's currently in 14th. Charles Pruitt is saying Taz is going to be first, Vapor second, Stanley third. I think that's a pretty good assumption there, and I would probably put my money on that. Although Mebby right now and FYKV are putting on some really good pressure on Vapor Assassin and Devil, and Sequid is still out in front. But he's really having to defend right now. Now that defense and depending on how they're going to defend from the other drivers, do you think that's going to affect their tire wear, especially around this track?
Oh yeah, the dirty air around this track is very critical, especially with the overheating of your tires, overheating of the brakes, overheating of everything really. Looks like something has happened. Chatty Duck has lost quite a few spots. Sorry, there's been a few people. Random Sears looks like he was involved. So something major happened back there. But with the tires, they just sprained so quickly. So sitting behind them, it actually hurts you more than it's going to help you. You're going to use up more tire trying to get past. You're going to use up more ERS to try and get through. It's just going to be more difficult.
It definitely does not look easy right now for any of those top three because they are pretty much matching up each other's pace on every single lap, and they also can definitely feel the heat from behind them because even though Vapor Assassin is only 2.4 seconds behind, that's not really that big of a gap, especially here at France, so that could change in just a second. Maybe just keeps on creeping up on Tasmanian Devil there and putting on a little bit of pressure. I'm going to turn on the telemetry to see what sort of ERS they've got, and yeah, just like I imagined, Mebby is saving up his ERS. He's not really using it up right now. I think he's just using DRS and using the slipstream to stay behind Tasmanian and to stay with this pack. Tasmanian, though, he's got to make sure that he's staying with Sequid in front, and then these two can really put on the pressure on him. Sequid looks very, very comfortable right now on that medium tire. I think all of them can probably take it to around lap 13 or 14, and we'll see what they do from there. But this is turning out to be a very, very nice, very clean race. I'm expecting these three to be battling it out for a long time, and then behind them again, FYKV, Vapor Assassin, these two are not letting each other go either.
No, it's battling all over the place. It looks from basically P1 to P20, there's battles everywhere. Especially at the front, this is what you want to see when you have a championship. You want to see more drivers fighting for victories and fighting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, positions and everything like that. Like it just makes the racing more interesting. It makes it more enjoyable to watch, and it's just brilliant. As Fike looks like he's gonna make a move on Assassin, but that straight line speed Assassin has is absolutely crazy. Oh, Mebe! What happened to Mebe?
Oh, maybe he's off the track there for a moment. He's trying to recover back, but he's going to have to let some people through, and he's going to be down to 9th place. I'm not sure what happened there, but we did see his car just going off track and going wide, so something must have definitely happened. Maybe a little bit of a contact somewhere. Now look at FYKV and Vapor Possassin. He was right on his route. Oh, Vapor Possassin now sliding wide off track as well. And they're going through turn 12, and that was not a very good turn there for Vapor Possassin. Now he's got Stanley on his back, who's trying to recover back some positions here as well. This is turning out to be an absolutely exciting stage in the Grand Prix. If anybody's joining up right now, you guys came just at the perfect time, as we've got battling going on all over the track. It's only lap 6 of 27.
It's so early in the race, but it's just non-stop battles. But isn't this what you want to see when you watch a Grand Prix? Like in real life, recently I've just felt like, the season they just had was the most enjoyable season for a long time, because we had different winners, we had different tracks. It was just interesting to see. And even in this, it may not be like real F1, but it still gives you the same satisfaction. These guys are so good.
It looks like Chatty Duck has had another moment there on the exit of turn 2. Vapor Assassin and FYKV battling into the chicane of turns 8 and 9. Oh, there's a touch! Vapor Assassin gets touched there by FYKV, and he goes wide off track. He recovers back to 6th place, no, 5th place, because he's got Bamboo, his own teammate, battling him into turn 10 right now, as Stanley is thinking about making a move on FYKV in front of them as well. Oh my goodness, tables are turning here all over the place. And this is just exciting. Look at this Vapor Assassin trying to go down the inside of his own teammate. As long as they don't touch, it should be alright. But it looks like there's no first driver at Renault, that's for sure.
This is amazing. This is all I got. Like, this is just, it's everything. It's everyone's now in it. You got Professor in it. The battle for 3rd place is just going to light up. Fight's kind of getting away a little bit, but Stanley really wants that position. He's really trying to use everything he's got here to get by. It's just bringing everyone into it. Every time there's a battle, more people are coming. Mebe is already back into the fight. So Mebe, after his spin, has already got back by like 3 different people. I think he was down in 10th or 11th at one stage. So Mebe really on a charge now again.
Yeah, this is incredible, and just a reminder, in Platinum class, for the last couple of years already, for the last couple of seasons, these guys are racing with absolutely no assists whatsoever. So no ABS, no racing line, nothing else. These guys just have their wheels and their controllers, and look at that, Stanley just made touch there with FYKV, but Stanley makes it through for 3rd place, and now FYKV has Bamboo right side by side with him, as well as the other Renault right behind them. It looks like Bamboo is going to get ahead into 4th place, and now Vapor Assassin and FYKV are going to be side by side through 10 and 11. Incredible! They are going to be wheel to wheel here, but unfortunately FYKV after that touch with Stanley, I gotta say though, that looked a little bit aggressive from Stanley coming through there. Maybe going wide again.
He's getting so loose. That rear is just, it is not stable right now. But yeah, I caught a glimpse of it. Definitely seemed aggressive, but as long as he left space and it was a touch, like, F1 allowed Leclerc and Verstappen to have that little bump together, and you know how much of a bump that was. So as long as it's clean racing and no one got hurt and everyone's still in the race, it's good to have a little aggressive sometimes. Sometimes you just need to give that little bit of aggression out of you. If you want to get up the field, sometimes you got to use it.
Yes, absolutely. And, we welcome on racing. We want to make it authentic and make it look good, just like it would be in real life. And that's why we allow these regular track limits, so that people can get as close as possible through the corners, side by side, just like Mr. Joshua is about to come here with 007 as they're coming into the chicane. A tiny little touch there, wheel to wheel on the front, and Joshua is going to come, and another wheel to wheel touch there, but that one was way bigger, and that looks like 007 is going to lose a position down to 10th place. He goes. Bamboo is lining up on Stanley. Let's see how this is going to turn out. Stanley is looking a little bit wiggly on his tires.
Yeah, he probably had to use a lot of it to get by Fike, and and now that he's having to defend now from Bamboo and Vapor and Fike and Mebe and everyone, it really is going to stress out those tires, and he's locking up a little bit, it looks like now, so he's definitely struggling a little bit with the grip. And as we've been talking about all the back that's going on from third basically all the way back, Sequid and Taz are just basically flying away from the field. They're still within DRS of each other. Sequid's actually done very well considering Taz looks like he's been in DRS range since lap 3, so really, really good from both these guys.
Yeah, so far I gotta say, great performances from everyone. The only couple of people that I was expecting to do a little bit better here tonight that might have not had the race that they were expecting is Bats Plus, and 007 is, he's recovering. He's still in a really good position here, but we'll see how it's going to turn. Oh, Bamboo and Stanley have just exchanged positions here, so Bamboo is up into third, Stanley down into fourth place, and that was done right before the chicane of turns 8 and 9 there. Chicane Du Nord, as it's called officially on the track. This track actually has probably some of the most difficult corner names to pronounce. I mean, I studied French in high school, but that was many years ago, and some of them are definitely very, very hard. Like turn 10 is a Cour de Seine? I really don't know exactly how to pronounce that one, but it's probably, for me personally, one of the most difficult corners on this track, as well as that whole section of 12, 13, 14, and all the way to 15 to the last corner. That last corner is super, super crucial, and I just can't get it right any of the times that I race here, but these guys tonight are showing us how it's done with no assist in absolutely incredible competition with people here that are previous champions and TCR GP winners. None of that matters. These guys are putting on an incredible show. So if you guys are watching, again, leave us a like, send in some more comments, send in some more predictions. Where do you think these guys are going to end up? And we like to read those comments, so definitely keep it up. And again, for the first time, I think, in TCR history, we're streaming from a PS5 and full HD quality, so I hope you guys are enjoying that. And Connor, your impressions with the race so far? We're on lap 10 right now.
We're not even halfway through this Grand Prix, and it's already been such a wicked Grand Prix. Just look at this battle from third to 6. Mebe's a little bit off right now, maybe doing the right thing, kind of just letting his tires cool down, gain some ERS, and just kind of, just let the tires last maybe a little bit longer. But these guys, all 4 of them, fighting each other for every single inch on track, and then you have basically Taz and Sequit who are right on each other, and Taz looks like he's really close too. So maybe Taz thinking about a move now on Sequit, but just brilliant.
Oh, we've got somebody coming into the pits. It's Mebe. He is going to jump into the pits from those medium tires. I'm going to be interested to see what sort of tires he's going to fit on. It looks like it's going to be the hard tires, so he's pretty much doing the preferred strategy here tonight of a medium to hard one-stop strategy. Now, that strategy also really works out well in the case that there's a major incident later on in the race and maybe there's a safety car. That opens them up to pit and put on some soft tires. Softs can probably do about 7 or 8 laps here, so that could possibly fall into somebody's lap later on in the race. Let's see how that's going to work out. It looks like Tasmanian Devil is thinking about a move into the chicane, but not quite close enough on that particular occasion, so he is going to have to try again, but doing an incredible job, as Connor mentioned, of staying within his DRS, staying close, not stressing his car and his tires too much, and just doing an incredible job in tonight's race. So I'm really, really excited to see how this battle is going to turn out. It's only lap 11, not even halfway through yet. These guys have a 9.1 second gap to Bamboo, but then this little battle here for P2 or P3, sorry, in this race is absolutely incredible. Vapor, Bamboo, Fike, and Stanley, all of them battling it out.
Yeah, Secret actually dips into the pit, so... and Vapor picks up an actual time penalty here, so that amount of pushing is award him a time penalty. But yeah, crazy battles. I'm interested to see what Bamboo, Taz. Actually, I'm interested to see what Flying Yippo is going to do, because he's started on the hard tires. He's the highest runner, him and Joshua, and I think KGB. So they're going to possibly be maybe able to put up set on at the end. And we all know how fast the softs can be compared to the mediums around this track, even if there's a few laps. And also some dark clouds coming above. Is there a possibility of rain too? So interesting to see.
Ooh, wouldn't that be exciting?
Yeah, finish off with a little bit of rain. Dunno, it's probably unlikely, but those clouds do look like they're getting darker definitely from the beginning, when it was a very sunny starting grid, and now it's definitely, the sun is starting to not appear as much.
Yeah, no, I can definitely see that as well. It's maybe getting almost a little bit foggy and gray on track. So we're going to track the weather here and see if maybe we're going to have a nice little surprise towards the end of this race with a little bit of weather coming in and shaking things up. Tasmanian Devil is now into the pits as well. And it looks like Bamboo is coming in. Oh, he's fast, and there's a 5-second speeding penalty. He was very, very fast, locked up both wheels. Nothing else he could have done there, unfortunately, but just misjudging it is going to cost him 5 seconds now. So he's going to be praying for a safety car.
I think Taz might not get Secret's going to beat him. I think here it's going to be very close. Yeah, Secret got him, not by much. About maybe gained a little bit of time, but not a lot. So very good from those two. Pit crews were on point too, but it does look like Secret actually might have got a little bit more of a gap now towards Taz as it was before. It's about, I think, a second almost, so big difference.
All right, so we're getting near the halfway point of this Grand Prix, and right now there's something happening here that I wasn't really looking at before, but those guys that started on those hard tires, they can take them very, very far into this race. If there is weather coming, then they're probably in the best spot right now, because they'll be able to still maintain a one stop if we have to switch over to intermediates. Other than that, though, as soon as they do stop, they will be very, very quick on either mediums, or maybe somebody's going to try and go for the hard tire, or for the soft tire. That would be quite exciting. But Flying Jippo, Joshua, and Black Angel, and Warriorins are the 4 people at the front right now in the top 5 that all have started on a hard tire and are probably going to be doing a one-stop. And yeah, we sort of didn't really talk about that strategy, but it looks like it might work out for a couple of people. Do you think that might be the case, or do you think Sequit right now, as he's already getting through the positions here, is still going to be able to hold on to it at the end?
I hate to say it right now, but the pace Sequit has right now, I've literally watched him and Taz, and the difference I noticed was that one lap where Sequit was able to come around, get his tires into basically maximum tire heat, and he's flying. He was 3.4 seconds off of KGB last lap. He's now already on him within 1 lap. He's absolutely the fastest guy on track right now. Doesn't look like it's going to be a factor of whether or not what tires you're going to put on. Sequit has actually helped himself with this battle with Taz. He's by going in and doing the undercut, his tires may be 1 lap older, but the gap he's gained right now, and he's got a car in between him each time, it could mean for the race.
Oh, we've got a safety car. What happened?
What?
There's a safety car. Nobody is out. There was somebody who spun out in sector 2, but we have a safety car. And look at this, Flying Jippo and Joshua are going to be coming into their pit stops right now, so this has just landed into their lap, like I was saying. It's not exactly as late as they wanted to, So now the question is going to be those mediums. Are they going to last until the end of the race? They've got to do about probably 10 laps on them. Yeah, I think they're going to be fine.
Oh yeah. You might
Wow.
even be able to get away with a set of. No, it's a little bit too late now. But anyone else who would just stop for the hards, unless you had to serve a drive-through penalty, I wouldn't have pit. So everyone that has to do their drive-through, honestly, go do it. Get it over with. Get that out. That's 5 seconds gone. You're fast enough. You can put on a set of mediums again. You've done your extra stop. You're gonna have a better set of tires. But now this brings Taz back into it. Sequit, but this also allows Sequit to gain ERS. Everyone's going to have full ERS. Everyone's going to be good on fuel because you can save if you need to right now. You're going to get about, 1-2 laps. That's enough fuel you can probably save till at least the end. We're in for a finale. We're in for an interesting finish to the race. That's what I always say.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. What you just described there, that just sounds like Christmas for an F1 commentator, an F1, watcher, a viewer, or even a driver. Because I mean, this completely just reset the field. It just opened up a bunch of different opportunities for all kinds of different strategies to work out and people to get back into the fight. There might be more incidents because of the fact that everybody's more bunched up right now as well. So it could just now go any possible way. It's absolutely incredible. Unfortunately, we just don't know what caused the safety car, but I'm definitely very interested to see how the second half of the race now is going to turn out. And wow, absolutely incredible. This gives us a little bit of time, I guess, to mention our sponsors once again, our affiliate sponsor, Fanatec. Check out the link in the description for that if you want to support the league and get yourself some great equipment. And also check out the TCR shop where you can purchase some stickers. At this moment, it's only stickers, but if the stickers go well, if you guys like those, then we will also do apparel, and that is all thanks to Sticky Fingers Canada, a great company that decided to help us out with all of this stuff. So check out all of that. We're under safety car on lap 16 of 27 here in round 2 of the Platinum class in Trinity Competitive Racing in Season 11. What an incredible first half of the race it's been. It's been very clean overall. Again, we still don't know what the safety car came out for. I did see a spin, but nothing else major. Maybe there was some debris on track. I know that F1 2020 is known to bring out a safety car when that happens, so that might be the case. But overall, we've seen some incredible battles so far. A little bit of touching here and there, but nothing really major, so it's been pretty clean.
Yeah, it's been clean, fast racing with lots of overtaking too. Like it's had everything you need. All these guys on the hard tires right now are probably trying to get as much heat into them as they possibly can. The problem is with these cloudy conditions, the track's not getting hot. It's going to be kind of greasy, so you want as much heat and basically grip in the tires that you can get. Brakes you're not too worried about. You don't want them to be too hot. You want them to be at optimal temperature so you get the best braking out of the car. And as for anyone who has just pit, so Flying Yippo looks like the first one of the first guys to pit on the mediums. Oh, we're going to see some pace. Could we possibly see a McLaren 1-2 on the podium? We didn't even put that into fruition. Like he is fast, as you know, goaltend gent, and yeah, he's just very quick, and he'll be on the best tires. Interesting to see what happens.
And the safety car will be coming in on this lap, so it wasn't really out there for too long, and we're gonna get back to racing in just a second. Everybody's weaving around trying to get some temperature into their tires and into their brakes, and this is gonna be interesting to see where Sequit is gonna decide to book it. Where is he gonna put the foot down? He's out of the last corner, and he puts the foot down right away. He's just going to go for it, and Tasmanian Devil is right behind him, but Stanley, he was caught napping, and he's got Vapor Assassin right on his back now with Flying Jippo gaining quickly as well. and this did not work out well for Stanley, but it worked out beautifully for Sequid and Tasmanian Devil. So they're back out into the race lead once again, and now we're gonna have to watch and see if anybody else is gonna make some moves here. Doesn't look like it. Nobody was really too close. Oh, there goes Vapor Assassin on Stanley. He was thinking about going down the inside of turn 6 there. Didn't quite work out as they're coming out to the Mistral straight now for the first time. No DRS is gonna be available for the first 3 laps after the safety car. It looks like Black Claw has just had a spin on the exit of turn 6 there. Stanley defending the inside from Vapor Assassin as they are very, very close there as they come through. Chicane Du Nord turns 8 and 9 on this track. Absolutely incredible show that we're watching here tonight. I am so glad that I'm getting to commentate on this race. This is incredible.
Yeah, it's nuts. We got a couple people in the back, Random, Sirius, and Blackball, kind of off, doing their own thing. I wouldn't say that was a 10-second penalty, but he can probably get that removed. But yeah, everything else, it's been crazy since it's gone. Can Sequid get that gap to Taz again and really kind of help himself out? He's used a little bit more ERS this time, so does Taz, so everyone's using everything right now. Can Flying Yippo get past Stanley and Assassin and put a charge on the front runners? Can Bamboo have an opportunity to get up with those soft tires? He's the only guy on them.
He's trying to make up a position there on Mebi, and he's up into 10th right now, but he's definitely going to have to pit again. I don't imagine he's going to make 10 laps on those soft tires. It looks like there's another incident. Is that Bamboo? It looks like Bamboo. Bamboo has had an incident. He's got a 3-second corner cutting penalty as well. Oh my goodness, I'm not sure what happened there, but that's going to really hurt him, and he is now down to 14th place after making up a position just a few seconds ago. Back to the front we go with Flying Jippo here, fighting for P4 with Vapor Assassin, who's got a 3-second penalty to his name as well. And at the front, at the very front, we have Sequid and Tasmanian Devil in 1 and 2, still really battling it out. Tasmanian Devil has 1 lap fresher tires. I don't think that's going to really make a difference. And also that weather we were expecting to possibly come in, that's disappeared completely. It's back to completely sunny conditions.
Yeah, agreed. Very much so. It's France in a nutshell. It's Europe in a nutshell. 1 second it looks like it's going to rain, the next minute it's sunny again. So this is really going to help now with their tires to kind of make it to the end. The softs, definitely, unless you just put them on, aren't probably going to make it to the end. You're barely probably going to make it to the end if you're random serious, so you'll probably have to kind of coast at the end, but other than that, they'll be fine. But these front 2 guys are just, they've basically been the difference of the whole field. The whole field has been quite close together, and these guys have just been in a battle of their own, basically.
Absolutely, and it was the same sort of story in the first half of this race, and it seems to be the same story here as well. Vapor Assassin making a move on Stanley. He's going to go down the inside of turn 8. Let's see how this is going to work out. Stanley pretty much lets him go there, didn't fight it too hard, but now he's going to have Flying Jippo with a really nice exit there on the run into turn 10, using his ERS. Let's see if he's going to launch it down the inside. Stanley's defending the outside. Oh, they're going to be side by side. They're going to be coming through turn 10 side by side. Jippo is going to make a move on Vapor Assassin as well into turn 11. That is 3 wide pretty much there. Oh my goodness. Oh, and a little bit of touch. Vapor is going to take out the car. He's going to take out Stanley. Stanley and Vapor are going to take each other out. There's a spin. Vapor doesn't have any damage, but it's definitely going to hurt his tires as they make more contact between the 2 of them. Stanley just got collected there. Really unfortunate for him. And that puts Flying Jippo into P3 right now. Mebi is fighting it out with Go-To Guy and KGB Black Angel. Oh my goodness. So this safety car, it looks like a delay effect of the restart. Now we're seeing the effects of that bunching up.
Yeah, from what I noticed, honestly, it just looked like a racing incident. Vapor and Flying Yippo were just battling, and Vapor got a little bit loose, touching to the side of Flying Hippo, and then just started to spin. Stanley was just an innocent bystander in that, and caused a huge collision. Probably cost him a chance at a podium, and definitely Vapor as well. So unfortunate for both those guys.
Here comes KGB on FYKV into the chicane. They are still side by side on the exit of turn 9. Let's see if it's going to be ahead into the rundown into turn 10. There's a sector 1 yellow. That's for a retired Haas car who retired in the pits. Oh, they're going to be side by side into turn 10. More contact into turn 10 there. Oh my goodness, a lot of drivers are trying to make moves through there, but it's really, really dangerous.
Yeah, very dangerous to make a move through there. Oh, they all go very deep, and oh, and Fight gets KGB. Yeah, I think you have to give that spot back. He kind of pushed him off the track. But oh, and
here comes KGB back at him into the last corner. Oh my goodness, look at that. There's like 5 cars trying to get through there. A little bit of touching still going on between KGB and Go-To Guy as they're fighting for P6 on this race right now. And it looks like Go-To Guy's just going to edge ahead, but he's going to lock up. He's going to lose some time, and more touching, more contact there, and he's losing more positions as well. And it looks like maybe he's going to get ahead into P7 there, and 007 is going to make that position work for him as well. Oh my, that is just I don't know who to follow right now, because these guys, there's a train of about 8 of them that are just fighting it out every second. Absolutely incredible. I cannot believe this race, and this is exactly what we expect from the Platinum class. Flying Jippo on Joshua right now into the chicane. Not quite close enough. Maybe on KGB Black Angel. Not close enough either. But there are battles going on all over the place.
Yeah, Joshua getting past Flying Yippo. Obviously, you having a lot more ERS is able to kind of get a little bit of a gap right now. Flying needs to kind of keep that gap within the second if he wants to have a reach charge and try and attack him. But Joshua with a lot of ERS, so interesting to see what Joshua can do. Interesting to see what Taz and Seek, what that's going to finish, because Taz is the closest he's been all race.
Yeah, I just actually switched over to on board with him to see how this front battle is turning out, because sometimes when the front guys are running away with it, you forget to mention them. But on lap 22 or 27, it's still Sequid ahead. It's still Tasmanian Devil in second. Tasmanian has about 40% ERS, so it looks like he's trying to use it moderately on every lap or so, trying to save up a little bit whenever he can. He's still putting on the pressure, but I'm really sure he's going to bring it down to probably lap 25 or 26. He's going to drag it down to the very, very end and try to put that mental pressure on Sequid. It's almost like, I like to compare it to death row. It's like you're sitting there and you just don't know when it's going to happen, but Tasmanian is going to pounce sometime.
Yeah, agreed. It would just be like last week where he bided his time against Passas, and you didn't know when he was going to decide to make the move, and once he did, he was able to clear him handsomely. The only thing to note is that they're both running on similar ERS. Secret definitely running on a little bit less than Taz, but Taz doesn't have exactly the greatest amount of ERS right now either, so both low on that. So even if one of them gets through, it could allow the other person to stay there. So possibly why Taz maybe will sit behind him for a lap or two and just wait, collect some more ERS, and then make a move. But we don't know with Taz. Last time he did it earlier than we thought he would, and it worked out. So interesting to see.
Alright, we're going to keep a very close eye on these two guys out in the front, but behind them there's a lot of battling going on as well with FYKV, Mr. Joshua, Black Angel. Maybe all of them could still be up in the running for a podium position here today, especially Flying Jippo and Joshua. Those two guys are just showing incredible racing, incredible battling here tonight, and it's super, super exciting. So if you guys are watching, thank you so much again for, keeping up with TCR, watching all of our streams. Leave us some more likes, leave us some comments, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't yet. Honestly, it just really helps us spread the word and get some more viewers and grow this league to do bigger and better things in the future. So really, if you guys can help us out, put that thumbs up, put that like on there, and we will really, really appreciate that. But wow, we're coming close to the closing ends here of this race. Tasmanian Devil and Sequit still battling it out for the win here tonight. Behind them, as I mentioned, still a big train battling it out for third place. So I don't really know who's going to end up there at the end.
Yeah, it's you just can't tell until that flag goes, and that person's going to be it. Fight definitely will be coming with some authority. KGB as well will be doing the same. Looks like Flying Hippo's maybe struggling a little bit with after his battle with Vapor. So his tires might be starting to fall off a little bit. Joshua sitting there kind of doing his thing. It's turning out that it's really more difficult to pass people on this track than it would be, but Taz looks really close to Secret this time. I think he might be making a move this lap.
But look at this train in the midfield, everywhere from 3rd down to 12th. They're all within DRS zone of each other. That is incredible. And they're all following each other in this huge train. Go-to guy is going for the overtake on Bamboo there, and he gets himself up into 9th place. Let's see at the front if anything is going to happen there. Nothing happening on Sequit and Tasmanian Devil. FYKV is not quite close enough either to Flying Jippo. Wow, this is just unbelievable. I don't even know where to look right now because I don't want to miss anything. FYKV is down to 0% DRS. He has got nothing left.
Yeah, he's used everything to try and stay with this battle, it looks like, so definitely not the greatest thing, but Yippo doesn't have a lot either. Joshua's looking pretty comfortable. KGB is not looking too great. Mebe's got basically nothing. All these guys basically throughout the field have like nothing in the back. Bats has a ton of ERS, an absolute ton, so he might be getting set up to make a move here. Yeah, everyone's running quite low on ERS except for Joshua. So Joshua's got that pure pace right now, so really good to see. Maybe he can hold on to a podium.
So Sequid just had a tiny little twitch coming out of turn 2. But Tasmanian didn't really maximize on that too much. It looks like Tasmanian and both Sequid... Yeah, I think they're both starting to feel the tire wear, even on the hard tires, coming into effect there. Maybe tire temperatures as well. We don't really know what sort of setups they're running, what sort of tire pressures they're running on this particular track. I know every driver has his own sort of theory about what tire pressures do to the tire temperatures and how it all works, but I really don't know what's going on right now. But Tasmanian Devil, look at that. He's closing up that gap. So he's closing up the gap pretty much at the same place every single lap, and that's turns 8, 9, 10, and 11. So basically coming in to the end of Sector 2 and then into Sector 3, that's where he gains. But then Sequid seems to be pulling away on the straight and through the first sector to up about 6, 7 tenths. So this could be very interesting. We're saying that Tasmania is going to pounce, but it might not be as easy as it sounds right now.
No, you're exactly right with that. You've also got to add the bonus of he's been basically sitting behind him the whole race, and through that little bit he didn't. Obviously, he changed tires, but these tires are probably at about the same difference. In if not, Taz might have a little bit worse than Sequit, because Sequit's had clean air. He may have had someone behind him pushing him, but he's had ultimately clean air, whereas Taz has just had Sequit's dirty air the whole entire race, and especially through this trying to catch up to him. So that first sector, I think it really hurts his tires, whereas these second sectors and third sectors, it's a little bit less on the tires, so he's able to really kind of gain where he'd be able to close it up. But as soon as you get anywhere close into that first sector, he just loses it all. He's going to have to make basically a move somewhere where he feels he can. He's definitely got the ERS to do so. Sequit's got basically nothing, so 1 lap to go. He's got to do it sometime now. And in the first sector, second sector, third sector, he's only got 1 more lap to do it. It's going to be interesting coming down to the end.
This is it. We're coming up to the last lap in round 2 of Platinum Class in Season 11 of Trinity Competitive Racing here at the French Grand Prix. And Tasmanian Devil, he's got to do it now or never. He's got 2 DRS zones to go. He's got plenty of ERS to use. He's only 0.3 of a second behind. We're going to stay on board with him. We're going to see anything we can. Oh, Random Sirius gets in the way. He's a retired car of the Haas. Who, both Haas's have retired. He just got in the way there of both Sequid and Tasmanian Devil. I feel like he impeded on both of them. Tasmanian is really pushing, though. He is really looking. He's trying to make it work through anywhere he can as they're coming through Lecole right now onto the Mistral Straight. Sequid got a really nice exit out of there, and he's got a little bit of a gap, but here comes Tasmanian Devil. Look at this, ERS, DRS, everything. He's going to go to the outside. They're going to be side by side through the chicane. A little bit of a touch there, but it looks like Tasmanian Devil's going to get just ahead, but Sequid is not letting him through that easily. Sequid is now recovering, or trying to recover with his ERS, but he's only got about 3% left, so not much to go on there. It looks like Flying Jippo has had an incident through the chicane, and he has spun out, and he's lost a few positions. Sequid is still battling with Tasmanian Devil, almost locking up, almost smashing into the back of Tasmanian Devil's car as they're coming through now. Turn 12, only 3 more corners to go here. Tasmanian Devil just got ahead of him into the lead of this Grand Prix. Is this going to be it for Tasmanian Devil? Sequid, oh, Sequid almost losing the car. He was riding the curve there on the corner 14 and almost lost the car. So this is it. It's going to be Tasmanian Devil. He's going to take the win here in round 2 in Platinum Class. There we go, crossing the line now. Sequid, P2, Joshua, looks like he's going to be holding on to P3 here with FYKV super close behind him in P4. It's going to be KGB Black Angel in P5, maybe in 6th, Go-To Guy in 7th, 007 in 8th. Oh, it looks like 007, yeah, the Flying Jippo is going to jump into 9th. Chatty Duck recovers the last point in tonight's race here. In 10th, and then we have Bamboo, GTR Lion, Mick Marcotti, Bats Plus in 14th, Crooner in 15th, Vapor in 16th, we have Blacklaw in 17th, and Stanley is going to be the last finisher, but Tasmanian Devil at the last lap, just pulling it out there, pouncing, just like we predicted. We didn't know when it was going to come, but it came on lap 27, on the Mistral Straight into the chicane of turns 8 and 9, and it's going to be Tasmanian Devil lifting the cup once again for a 2nd week in a row. He is the winner of a TCR race. Wow.
Yeah, phenomenal. Definitely going to be interesting when we do the interviews to ask what happened on that last lap in the first corner, because that hurt both people, but Taz definitely, although had to avoid the car, did gain a ton of time by kind of cutting that curb. So interesting to hear from their responses and to see if anything would be looked at, because although he gained time, that car was just in a place where he had to kind of avoid it basically. But other than that, you know, since basically lap 1 to the safety car to the end of the race, just phenomenal.
Absolutely incredible racing. Tasmanian Devil once again on the top step of the podium, getting the win 2 weeks in a row, helping him his team out, stay in the lead there. Sequid in 2nd, Joshua in 3rd, FYKV in 4th, Black Angel in 5th, Mebby in 6th, Go-To Guy in 7th, 007 in 8th place, Flying Jippo in 9th, Chatty Duck in 10th, Bamboo in 11th, GTR Lion in 12th, we have Mick Marcotti in 13th, Bats Plus in 14th, Crooner in 15th, Vapor Assassin was 16th, and Stanley was 17th, with Black Claw in 18th place. Random Sirius and the other Haas, who unfortunately disappeared from the screen, both of them did not finish this race. But oh my god, what a race that was. I was expecting a lot of close battling, but I mean, from P1 to I think it was P13, there was only a gap of about 20 seconds. And most of those guys in the midfield, they're between 12 to 13 seconds behind because they were so close to each other. They were battling it out in the midfield pretty much throughout the whole race. We didn't know who's going to end up on P3, but it was Mr. Joshua who ended up taking that P3. So, wow. I mean, everything we would like from a French Grand Prix definitely came through for us tonight.
Very much agreed. I agree on that one. I'm just inviting our top 3 at the second. I'm just trying to get Taz. I typed his name and it didn't show up, so I'm just going to go down. He's appearing offline, so just take me a second, I'll get them in. But from the race point of view, I'm still shocked. It was just, it had everything. Even that last lap, there was so much going on. What happened to Flying Yippo? What happened to everyone? It just, so many positions changed every time. Basically, every corner, every lap.
Yeah, it was really exciting to watch. Everybody was super close. It was very clean throughout the race, and there was a couple of incidents that I'm sure are going to be brought up and reviewed after the race by the stewards, because I feel like maybe there was a couple of places that some of the drivers might not be super happy with. But other than that, though, I feel like everyone really delivered an amazing race here tonight in this platinum class. I was expecting a little bit more from maybe a couple of the reserves because they really impressed us last week. But even without that, we just had an incredible battle between some incredible drivers doing just an amazing, unbelievable job here in the race. And I really enjoyed it all throughout. So I hope you guys did as well. We're just waiting for our podium finishers to join into the party. I think there is a couple of people who are already here.
Just waiting on Sequit and we'll be all ready to go. So we got Taz and we got Mr. Josh. Just waiting on Sequit to pop in.
All right, well, while we have those two in here, I will start off there with Mr. Joshua Indo Williams. Mr. Joshua, congratulations. Sorry?
Mercedes.
Oh, in the Mercedes. Sorry, how did I got that one confused? Here, let me just jump over to the Mercedes then. Sorry about that. Mr. Joshua, congratulations on P3 here tonight. Really technical and tough race. I feel like it really ended up coming down to that safety car and also the strategies, and that battling in the midfield was definitely very exciting to watch. But in round 1 you got P8, so definitely an improvement to P3 this week around. What do you think helped you out this week?
Last week I was up in the top 4, I think, and I got rear-ended and spun around, so that helped this week not having that happen, even though looked like there was a dive there in the chicane on the last lap, but I didn't take the worst of that, so no big deal. But it's the trains can happen, especially after the safety car, and that's exactly what happened. I didn't have the pace that Taz or Sequit had on their hards, so I wasn't really focused on them. I saw I was the lead car. Jippo wasn't worrying about passing, so my strategy was just to save up my overtake for that last lap to defend against that attack I knew would be coming. So that's what I did. I had enough left to hold them off.
Yeah, and tell me a little bit about qualifying. Super wet conditions there. It looked from our perspective like maybe wet tires, but it definitely worked out for intermediate tires much better. But tell us about the conditions and driving in France and those sort of conditions.
Yep, it wasn't too bad. France has got a lot of late apexes, so it's not the end of the world either. You kind of get the car straightened out of the exit for a lot of the corners, so I don't think this is a bad track to have rain on. I was pretty happy with my qualifying time. I think I ended P6, and I just missed another lap, so it could have been better, but I'll take that any day.
All right, Connor, did you want to ask any questions for Mr. Joshua?
No, I think you said it perfectly like you always do. I just want to congratulate you on your podium. I believe the first one of the season, and if not in TCR. So congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and interesting to see what you can do for the rest of the season, because you were definitely up there in Bahrain, I believe, and if you can continue this, you're definitely going to be up there in points. So congratulations.
Yep, thank you very much, and congrats for the top 2.
All right, and speaking of the top two, let's move over now to Sequit. Sequit is in the McLaren. I'm not mistaken on that, am I?
No, he is in the McLaren, but he is not joined yet.
Oh,
I'm just trying to find out on Discord. So if you want to go to Taz,
okay.
I'm just going to find out if Secret will be joining us.
All right, so we will go over to our race winner then. In the meantime, it is for the second week in a row and for 100% of season 11 so far. It's Tasmanian Devil on that top step. Really doing an incredible job here tonight. We knew you were going to pounce on Sequid there at some point, but we had to stay on board with you for probably the last 7 laps or so just to make sure we don't miss it, because last week you did it at a really unexpected time. I don't even think Vapor Assassin was expecting it, and then this week you were really, really strategic with it. It looked like you were putting on some almost mental pressure on Sequit to sort of, not let him know when it's coming, but when it was coming, it was exactly what it needed to be. So tell us about that from your perspective, and that, especially about that last lap overtake.
Yeah, so really it was just about trying to put him under as much pressure as possible, and trying to get him to use up all of his ERS. Because even with the DRS and overtake, I know it would be pretty difficult to overtake unless he was below a certain amount of ERS. And which, once you hit like a certain point in ERS, then you start derating. So I was trying to get him to start derating onto the straight, and I eventually got that to happen. So I was just trying to keep him under pressure. I think at one point I ended up losing like 3/10 on the straight because I forgot to put it in a rich mix. But I think besides that, it was pretty straightforward. I mean, on the last lap, we did get some interference with the lapped AI car, and that was a little annoying because it kind of interrupted the flow of the battle that was going on. But I guess it all worked out in the end, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I mean, as I mentioned there, 2 for 2, 100% win ratio in season 11 so far. You were, of course, in P4 in season 10 in the overall standings, but so far it seems like you're really on the charge for that championship. I mean, straight up question, do you think you can go 3 for 3?
What's the next track?
Monaco.
Oh yeah, I think so.
All right, well, you heard it here for the first time then. Monaco, expect Tasmanian to be up there on that top step. Do you like Monaco, Tasmanian Devil?
When the game first came out, I really hated it, but invested a lot of time around there and gotten quite a bit quicker. And I think I can go quicker again, so I think in qualifying, if it's dry, low 108s, high 107s is the target, and I think I can get both of that.
Okay, Connor, any questions for the race winner?
No, again, as for always, you always have the perfect questions to ask, where I'm just happy to be here. So, congratulations on your win. Definitely a strong start to the season. Interesting to see what you can do at the end and see how much more you can bring into it, and see if you can kind of keep gaining momentum towards the end of the season.
Thanks.
All right, congrats again to Tasmanian Devil, and good luck for the rest of the season. And I did see that Sequit did finally join our party here, so that's very good. We're gonna go over to Sequit, who finished here tonight in P2, a really good performance. You were P4 last week and got the fastest lap, so a good amount of points there. A really good amount of points here today. Your team is in second place. I think you guys are gonna hold on to that place for now, with Flying Jippo getting a few points tonight as well. So tell us a little bit about your race, and you were leading for most of it. So on that last lap, did you just not were you not able to defend, or what happened there? Sequit, can you hear us?
Secret, can you hear Glenn?
Yeah, now I can. What was the question?
Yeah, so I was saying on that last lap, you were pretty much leading for most of the race, and then you got overtaken on that last lap. Was it difficult to defend? We noticed you didn't have any ERS, so what happened there?
I got blocked by a AI car into turn 1. If I didn't get blocked by the AI car into turn 1, I would have won the race, because it cost me 3/10. Because I looked behind me and I saw that Taz just completely cut the corner because he had to, but in doing that, he gained the 2/10 that he needed, and he cleaned me up on the straight. Nothing I can do. If the car wasn't there, I probably would have won the race, because it would have been a constant battle like we were doing the whole race. I really wasn't phased by much. But it just pisses me off that something else happens that just prevents me from getting pretty much an easy win. I'm not saying he could have a chance, but it was just a golden opportunity right there, because it just happens to be a car coming out the pits that's disconnected. It's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, this is league racing sometimes. It's super unfortunate that one happened, but throughout the race, though, you both were pretty much on the same pace. Did you feel like that particular last lap was pretty much what it came down to, or was there anywhere throughout the race that maybe you feel like you could have pulled out a couple more seconds?
Nah, it was right there. Because I was just saving some ERS into turn 1, as I always do, because I usually got a better run than him, and I couldn't even get a run at all. I had to go around the outside, and he went on the inside, cut the corner. So it's just dumb in my opinion, but it is what it is.
All right. Well, I mean, still a really good performance. Connor, questions for Sequit?
No. Obviously, with what happened, it's better to let him kind of come to his own, get the answers he needs to. Doesn't need me kind of riding it anymore. Obviously, that is a hard way to lose, especially when it's a game situation where it wasn't on purpose, but it happens. There's just nothing you really can do, but congratulations on your podium, buddy.
Of course, appreciate you guys commentating. You guys do a really good job. You guys have a good one.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. And again, it's a P2 nonetheless, so it's not like you lost. You just didn't get a win, but there's still 10 more rounds to come in this Season 11. So good luck to all of our podium finishers. Thank you guys so much for joining us for the interviews.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Wow. All of you that have been watching this race, you can agree with me that this was a really great return of the French Grand Prix to TCR. We didn't race here in Season 10. We only did a preseason race here. But in Season 9, it was a really great GP. And today, absolutely incredible. I mean, especially to watch the Platinum class drivers, the ones that are driving with 0 assists, no racing line, no ABS, no traction, absolutely nothing. And they are putting on a show that is cleaner than some of our, silver drivers that you would expect. I mean, these guys are exactly showing why they're in the Platinum class, why they're at the top, and why they're putting on the sort of performances that we're seeing from them. So, Connor, tell us about your sort of impressions with the race and any sort of takeaways.
From the race, obviously it was a brilliant one. Just like last week. Just like next week will be, and the week after, and every week. We have such good quality drivers in here that don't use assists, and they're all showing how good they are. Obviously, next week will be Monaco. Monaco brings its own unique features and walls, definitely. So it's gonna be a fun weekend, a fun week event with silver, gold, and platinum, but. Every week I'm just amazed because these guys just get quicker every single week, and the competition is just so good. We've got our top group, and then you would have like that little gap where you don't have that this year. This year, everyone is battling. Bahrain was full of it. Today, again, full of it. Next week will be the same, and so on. We're gonna have. I believe this could be the one season we have. I do think we'll have more than 3 winners in this series this year. There's just too many quick guys that can win a race in this series.
Absolutely. I think we might even have more than those 3 winners. I'll be not surprised if we have a few more. But so Tasmanian Devil in the Red Bull, another win 2 weeks in a row. If you guys missed out on the race, go back, rewatch it, because this one was one of the best races we've had in a little while, and definitely a great another race to start off a season. Thank you again to all of our Platinum drivers for putting on this incredible show. We will be back next week on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, as always, around 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be Silver Class on Tuesday, Golden on Wednesday, and again with these guys from Platinum Class on Thursday night. So definitely join us then. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on that. Leave us a like, leave us another comment if you're watching this after the live stream. We would love to hear from you. There's also a link in the description to this video if you want to join the league. You just have to fill out a form on our website, join our Discord, and we'll get you right in here to race with these guys. We have a few spots still available in all three classes, I'm pretty sure. So just let us know if you're interested in that. I'm also going to say a big thank you to all the stewards and the officials and everybody else who works on TCR every week to make sure that we can have this amazing racing for all of us to watch and enjoy. Huge thank you to Connor again. I'm really enjoying our streams together. I'm really hoping to see you here again next week.
Oh yeah, if you'll have me, I will be here. No
Awesome.
better place to be.
Absolutely. I will definitely enjoy having you back here again. So, yeah, and quick thank you again to Fanatec, our affiliate sponsor. If you guys want any equipment and you want to support TCR in doing so, check out the link in the description for that. And also check out our TCR stickers that are available for purchase on our website. There's a link to our TCR shop, and that's provided to us by Sticky Fingers Canada. So, again, thanks to everybody who's been watching. Thanks to everybody who's been commenting. We really enjoyed tonight's race. I hope you guys did as well. We'll be back with you next week on Tuesday for the Silver Class at Monaco. So definitely you do not want to miss that one. So again, from Blim Machine, from Connor, and from everybody here at TCR, thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you soon.